These Colorado Buffaloes have an amazing opportunity to do something that would be so incredible to watch, to witness, and to just be a part of this season. And I want 2026 to be a fun season for me. I'm tired of whining and complaining. I need all of my teams to have their crap together. I need it to look good. I need it to feel good. I need it to be perfect. I know it's not going to be perfect. The biggest thing about Colorado is they have to be able to stop the run. Last year, Colorado was 134th out of, I believe, 135 teams in college football at stopping the run. They gave up 220 rushing yards per football game. You cannot do that. That is unacceptable. You cannot win football games when you are that bad at stopping the run. So in order for any of this to work, Colorado has to be able to stop the run. Now, do they have to be top 10? No, they don't have to be top 10. It would be great if they were top 10, but they do have to be like in the 70, 60 range. They have to make this believable, because if not, teams will just hand off the ball and they'll just run the entire game. They will drain the clock, and it won't matter what Colorado has going on their side of the football, because other teams will be able to control the clock. If you can run the football, you can control the clock. If you control the clock, you win the game. That has been my philosophy and my theory for as long as I can remember. So in order for Colorado to make this competitive and to keep this interesting, I am going to assume foundationally they're going to be able to stop the run. What that's going to look like, I don't know, but they have to be able to stop the run. I didn't want to waste my time talking about them stopping the run and adding that to a bullet point, because that's just what's understood doesn't need to be explained. I wanted to interrupt your video just to give you a reminder to hit that like button, double check and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people that are watching my content that are not subscribed to my channel. Turn on those notification bells, and if you feel like it, leave me a comment in the comment section below and I'll let you get back to your video. The three things I have for Colorado that could serve as a secret weapon are going to be so important because it's going to move the needle. And if all of these three things happen to hit, Colorado is going to have a great year. So let me talk about the first one. It is going to be a new offensive coordinator, mainly because he is a college football coach. He knows how to work with college football players. He knows how to run a college football offense. And I have been on record as saying the people that I trust, that I know about college football, vouch for him. And so I expect him to be a secret weapon. I expect him to do what needs to be done. I expect him to figure out ways for this Colorado offense to score points. And I expect him to be able to relate to players. If it's not working, you fix it. If it is working, you stay with it. The basic things of football, I expect him to have it figured out because he is used to coaching college football kids. That should be helpful. For so long, we haven't had a person that understands college football, that coaches college football, that operates college football programs, that has experience operating college football programs. So this is going to be new, and I'm hoping it is going to be successful. So the first thing here is going to be the OC. I need the OC to be a secret weapon for Colorado. I don't care what that defense is doing. I need the OC to be able to score points. If you were going to tell me that Colorado is going to be a team on defense that can barely stop the run, but the offense is going to score a lot of points, I'm okay with that. I will be okay with that for now. Am I okay with that for longevity? No, but I will be okay with that because that is a lot better than we had last year. The second thing is going to be special teams, all of special teams. I need special teams to hold up 1/3 of their aspect of this. I need them to be able to get the team good field position. I need the punter to look good. I need the field goal kicker to make all their field goals. I need the punt coverage to look good. I need the kickoff coverage to look good. I need the punt returner to look good. It would be phenomenal if special teams, 1/3 of this Colorado football team, was relevant and was helpful. Because to me, football teams are better when their special teams are better. When your special teams holds up their 1/3 of the bargain, it makes everything you're trying to do easier and it makes it better. And it gives you another weapon that you can rely on. You don't have to force the issue. You can just say, let's play the field position game. Or if you know that they can kick field goals collectively and consistently, that helps you, make decisions differently. And I'll be honest and say the one thing I was actually really disappointed at with Colorado last season was their lack of kickoff return, punt return ability. So this year, I need it to be a secret weapon. I need this Colorado special teams group to come out of nowhere and to make an impact and to leave their imprint on every single football game. That would be amazing if special teams can be a differentiator this year. And then the third thing, all right, just bear with me here. The third thing is going to be a run game. The third thing is going to be running the football, actually sticking to the run, actually trying to control the clock, actually giving Juju good options where he might have a balanced offense, actually calling run plays and sticking to them, actually teaching the offensive line to block, actually having tight ends that can be involved in the run game. I need Colorado to have a run game. A run game is going to make everything better. I need them to make the decision that they're going to run the football, and I need them to stick to running the football. I need them to realize how important it is for this team to have a run game. If Colorado is able to have a run game, it will be a Colorado team we've never seen before. I love how that sounds. I love how that feels. Give me a run game. Call those run plays. Give me 10, 15 yards, and then call another run play, and then call another run play. Call so many run plays that at some point I look up and I go, oh my God, did we just run the ball consecutively for 4 straight plays and they worked? Can you imagine a Colorado team, 4 straight run plays and they work and they're getting you 7 yards, 10 yards, 11 yards? Can you imagine the discipline this team would have? Can you imagine the success this team could potentially have if they could potentially run the football? Running the football Colorado football team is exactly what I want to see. Now, like I said at the beginning of this, I get it. All of this starts with Colorado's ability to be able to stop the run, all right? I'm not going to sit here and act like we don't have to focus on them stopping the run. We 100% have to put all of our energy on them being able to stop the run. Once we check that off, let's move to the next thing. The next thing is going to be all of these things I mentioned. An offense that makes sense, special teams that make sense, and I need just the coaching things to make sense. Because my Colorado record predictions aren't like these high record predictions, I'm doing a 6-6. I'm just going to stay there until they prove me wrong. These things that I'm saying, I don't need them to be top 25. I don't need them to be remarkable. I don't need them to be well above average. I just need them to be consistent. I need them to be consistent. I need them to do things that make sense. Call run plays that make sense. Call run plays that make sense. Stop the run. If you are able to get there, make the tackle. If you're able to get there, you make a tackle. You bring the guy to the ground. We go to the next play. This is simple. If you're on special teams, you punt the ball. You punt the ball further than 20 yards. You actually get in there and you actually punt the ball. I just need Colorado to do the basic things. This is like basic football. I need the football things to make sense for Colorado. That is what I'm looking for this season. I'm not looking for anything spectacular. If Colorado gives me spectacular this year, that's amazing. I'm never going to sit here and act like I don't want them to be fantastic. But if they just do the little things right, that also will be great. I started this video by saying Colorado has to stop the run, though. If they don't stop the run, everything I just said in this entire video means nothing. I just want to make sure that I point that out here because I'm not an idiot. I'm aware that stopping the run is going to be the biggest point of this. They have to be able to stop the run. They have to be able to stop the run. They have to be able to stop the run. Now, let's assume that they're going to do this. These other 3 things are going to show up. Every single season, before every single season, I have made videos and I have come on and I have said, here's some things they're going to have to do. And every single season, by the time we get halfway through the season, I was 100% correct. So we need to stay focused here. This is about the basic fundamentals of football. Once you're able to stop the run, fantastic. Then the next thing you have to do is your offensive coach has to do things that make sense. And then after your offensive coach does things that make sense, your offensive players have to do things that make sense. And then once that makes sense, we have to get the special teams going. 1/3 of special teams. I need good punts. I need consistent punts. I need us to do things that make sense. And then do I even need to start with a run game? Having a run game is going to be the difference in this Colorado football season. I strongly believe that this season because historically they haven't shown that they are willing to run the ball. Historically, they haven't even shown that they're willing to put everything to the side and actually run the football. And so because they haven't shown that, if I were teams, I would just play the pass. I would play the pass and I would have them show me that they are going to be dedicated to run the football. Not just here and there. I mean complete dedication to running the football. Maybe even some series run the football 3 straight times just to keep the defense honest on the other side of the football. You're not here to hear me talk about and harp on them running the football this year, Colorado, but something has to change. This is year 4, Coach Prime. I need you to be different. I need you to do things that make sense. And God help us all, please learn how to manage the clock effectively. That would be amazing. I don't want to harp on that here because I feel like during the season, if I have to harp on that, I will get to that when I get to that. But here are some things that I think are going to make this Colorado football team successful this year. Here are some things that I'm a little bit concerned about. And here are the things I think are going to be important. I am not going to back down on any of these things. If you all have been here with me for a while, you know I'm not backing down. If you're new here, just know I am hard on all the football teams that I follow. I don't care if it's my team. I don't care if it's somebody else's team. I expect you to do the fundamental things right. I expect you to run the football. I expect you to be able to stop the run. I expect your coach to make smart decisions. And I expect your team to look like they're trying to win a football game. And I expect you to be disciplined. Those are things that I expect from this Colorado football team. I'm not backing off of that until they give me that. Anyways, I am blazing out here. I am sweating. I am disgusting. But hey, I need to get through this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, I will see you in my next video.